Hey, Bri, doesn't it suck that the boss is always over our shoulder when we're trying to talk?
Jay, he should be entertained by us. Let's get out of here and finish this conversation.
All right, as long as it's not work-related.
Jay!
Hey, B!
How's it going?
Always good when I'm here, bro.
Well, I want to welcome everyone to the Work-Related Podcast.
On Twitter, banging Twitter, all over Twitter. We are related by work.
What's on Twitter today?
Bags, Lego, all this, very childish Lego stuff, basically. It's rough because
Children can't afford this stuff. They can't afford this hobby.
Fair, that's true. Yeah, there were no fucking kids in the store when I was there today.
Right?
That's hilarious. Yeah, they don't, or they are. They're getting pestered by their parents.
Let's go. No.
Holy shit! Imagine how hard. Well, you're heartless, Arliss over there. Imagine how hard it is. Your kids pointing at the fucking Harry Potter train, which you have no reason to get.
None.
Where are you going to put this stupid thing?
Yep.
You're crossing that line. I said, once you start getting something like, I need a room for this.
Yep.
You show me on YouTube. We're watching it. Almost getting in a rabbit hole.
Right.
Fucking stupid me. I pointed to something on your nice monitor over there.
That guy on YouTube has like this massive room full of Lego, and I can just picture one day his wife getting him a freaking free Lego she bought her one of her nieces, and he says, I'll just give this to my husband, and then next thing you know, it's this massive room.
He gets a free Easter bunny for free just because he got his nieces. That's hilarious.
Yeah, now he has a massive Lego room. It's like, shit. Calling an insurance company, like, listen, guys.
No doubt. How dare you? You go, hey, you don't have a weed room anymore, right? It's like, oh my God. He said, look how he uses pillars. He just made a block around his.
I know you liked it.
I did not like it. That's for sure. That's hilarious. So I had we had to go see my dad in Mississauga.
Yeah.
And help him try to clear out his locker that he has.
This is week 2, right?
Maybe we'll go 3. Come on, it feels like
3?
18, but it's probably 3. Come on, 2 sounds rough, but
okay.
But at least he meets us there, so that's cool. And
halfway done?
No. I guess after a while they'll get to more furniture shit.
Yeah.
Eventually, we'll have so much garbage there. Next time, I'm going to go by myself and not just but just take shit nobody wants. Not that we've donated. We've donated 3 times for sure.
Damn.
Yeah. And so he's finally going over through all this shit, right? So blah, blah, blah. We were there for an hour, which is basically fine. Sounds like I'm not trying to whine about it. But we were in Mississauga again for the first time in a long time. And so we need new Lego. Again, we get right back into that. I don't even get we're building the fake Lego, but it's actually positive Lego stuff. Like don't want to bring it up to ever get our Lego sponsor off the hook right away.
Yeah, we can't bring it up.
No, but it's a positive. I got a reason why I might not ever do one of these things again. And so we said, Sherway Gardens, which whatever, it's a Highfalutin mall. If it's still going, is whatever good mall. Yeah. So we drove through the city and went to that. And why did I even bring that up? Oh, you said, didn't you ask why?
Yeah.
Was Mississauga. So we did all that. So it was a treat. So yeah, we ended up overspending on that. I put it all on Twitter to get back to the other thing for the sidebar right away. But you know how it is. You go there, you can't help yourself.
You can't.
But that's funny. It's not for kids at all. So yeah, that's what Twitter's going on. Plus, when I get on there with this innocent stuff, you start with kids. You start to see all the chaos that starts once you start flipping down after you.
Oh man,
go on there for a second and put your shit on there.
It's nuts.
Yeah. All right.
Well, I got no Lego.
No,
we're
you still holding off.
We're still holding off. We got the flowers coming up soon.
Oh yeah, that's right. For Mother's Day, you're still doing that.
Yeah, and then we're gonna jump into the piano and go from there. But yeah. I like it. I like Lego.
So other than that, like the GPT shit was going on with people fucking scared for their jobs getting taken over.
Yeah, which is slightly dramatic.
Well, there's way more shit going on there too, but yeah, it's even more chaos added to the fire that's going on to it.
Yeah,
it's only funny when you watch it for me to sell South Park again, but you never even watch no TV shows because you don't even watch Big Brother anymore.
Yeah,
I don't even know how you 5 episodes deep. What's up with that?
Well, it's 3 episodes a week, so it's basically 1 week plus a day. We were watching Big Brother. We watched
night shift shit. It's just your stupid work. It's another reason why your work sucks.
We watched more during the day than we did when it was on night shift. Because when we'd come home, we would never watch Big Brother, right? Yeah. So,
you're missing out, man.
I don't know. I'm into it. I think something happened during the weekend where were we binging something? Like I don't even remember what happened, but something happened where we were watching something. Anyways, I can't remember. But my weekends are typically a blur because
I get it.
But Yeah, I was like, the GPT thing is weird for me, to be honest, because I know that it's blown up now, but I've heard GPT from a long time ago.
I think we've butchered conversations about it too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I
we
know you
butchered
have.
conversations. So it's like
Or I
I
have.
remember when it was first coming in, like, and I remember like all that kind of stuff, and I was like, how is this gonna work? Like I've seen like beta apps of like people chatting like a GPT type thing. Like these things I'm into this world, so I've seen these things. But now that it's blowing up, to me the disconnect's weird because people, and I've seen the same things that you've seen where people are in fear for their jobs, especially like call center stuff. Like
Oh,
that
yeah.
kind of stuff is crazy, right?
I haven't really thought about it like that. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. That's crazy too.
Because like
Oh yeah, that's right.
prior to
That's right, I forgot.
GPT getting like their Microsoft money type thing, there was Google had this thing, this Lambda thing that they called it, which is not really compared to, but it's kind of like parallel type thing. And it would be like where you want to book an appointment at a nail spa, you would just use your phone and it would do it through text for you, right? You can just pick through the whatever things. And like even right now, if I call like a company that has like, you know, like number prompts and like, oh, press 3 for English or whatever it is, I don't have to listen to my phone. I can just do it through the screen and not listen to the phone. And then it would just handle that, right? Or even call screening is the same thing, right? It will just screen and respond to the person for me through text. So it's the same thing, but parallel. So Google didn't even have like a GPT competitor, but something that's similar like it, more consumer like. But now that Microsoft did this whole influx of money a couple years back, they invested in this, which was supposed to be a nonprofit, right? Now GPT is becoming profit,
That's hilarious.
and now it's huge, and now it's GPT-4.
That's why it's on Twitter like that.
Yes, exactly, because now it's involved in the whole Microsoft search engine, which is Bing.
Yeah.
Right. That was the real push of it lately. Is the Bing start.
Would you ever
search
think
engine.
it's a competitor to Google would ever come up like that?
There is no competitor. Google
Well,
does have
now
a competitor now.
Yeah.
They launched it like they
But
saw the
nobody talks
writing.
about like Lambda or nothing like that.
No,
right?
Lambda is like more like a developer type shit. Consumer facing, it's just like call screening, or it's called Hold for Me, where you can, if I'm on hold with Rogers, I can put Hold for Me, and then when the Rogers person picks up, instead of being on hold, it will say the person is on hold. I will call them, and then it will call my phone, and I'll be like, "Oh, hello," and I don't have to wait in line, type of thing. So that's like their Lambda thing. But now Google recently, because of GPT and the Microsoft thing, they started something called Bard, which is the competitor to GPT. Which is
Oh, interesting. No, I haven't even heard of that at all.
you haven't heard this?
No, but I just know how GPT is a thing like an app because of like something on TV like South Park.
Yeah.
Where you're right. It's like a robo. Like Stan's using it to text his girlfriend.
Yeah.
He gets jealous. Yeah.
Well, GPT is basically an AI.
It's a robocall.
AI chat thing.
Call center.
Yeah. So do you don't know about the GPT and the Microsoft Bing integration?
No, I barely. That's why it's part of the
Really,
whole
Jay?
Twitter firestorm.
Oh man.
No, that's part of the whole like wow, who's like the whole your hero Elon Musk is diving in on this. Like
Well-
we're giving our information to this like
Well, Elon Musk has
Megalith-
ulterior motives. Elon
Yeah,
Musk was
I know.
was
I figured
he was one of the early investors in Open AI who
Oh, yeah.
created GPT, right?
nuts.
And yeah, but he pulled out,
oh,
right? And now his beef with GPT is the fact that it was supposed to be nonprofit and now it is for profit because Microsoft invested, and obviously they're not going to invest something not to get anything out of it. Like they're not idiots, right?
yeah. Fuck, who cares, Elon Musk?
Yeah, so that's why his whole beef. That's why he talks negative against it, which I don't think it's a negative thing. It
No,
should
that's
be.
how I know
Yeah.
because I saw it on Twitter.
So that's the whole drama with that shit.
That's crazy.
But realistically, I think it's good. So if you ever use
Realistically, it's
Bing,
good?
but nobody uses Bing, everybody uses Google,
Yeah.
right? Bing is like now you can say, if you're Googling a toolbox for work, you say, oh, I want to buy this toolbox from Home Depot. You can ask GPT integration for Bing, will this toolbox fit in my car? My car is a Elmo, right?
Yeah. That's
Well, we
hilarious.
wouldn't say Elmo, you would say what it
it's
is.
a Jeep.
And it would find the measurements of the trunk space for your
Okay.
Jeep, and it would find the measurement of the toolbox and say, yeah, judging by what I found, it should fit in your thing. So it's like a more conversational type search engine is why Microsoft integrated it into Bing.
I think this whole GPT, part of the blow up is the popularity of it and how it's like in mainstream, that how like a guy like
That's
me
what
even
got
knows
it
it.
mainstream.
But even saying like how you, it's not how what it is, it's how you can edit it, how you can prompt it, saying what, you know what I mean? Like saying a bedtime story. So your kid loves a bed. Tell me a story about a kid named Sire who has his first football game or soccer game.
More customizable.
Bang, 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 bang. You know what I mean? Like write a song like fucking Jay-Z. You know what I mean? Like singing, you know what I mean? Like a Barry Manilow song or something. And they bam. And it's like, wow.
Yeah.
And it's only going to get better.
There's a lot of AI stuff that does that.
AI creating art type of thing.
Creating art, like the whole, like Adobe, for example, they do that with their stock photos now. So you can say, I want a picture of a hot dog with ketchup, mustard, and relish, and it will create it. So the AI thing is getting very, very big.
You just press mic on your phone and say it?
Or you can say it, you can type it.
You say it to your light, how you ever light your light into your house here, right? You say it.
Essentially, that's basically how it's going. And they're doing it with music. They're doing it with a lot of stuff now.
Are they doing it faster, though? One of the things of the tweets is how fast it's getting, you know what I mean? Like, but whatever. Anyway, it's crazy news.
It is
funny.
crazy.
It is funny how it has it in its way. So we don't have to give a shit about that changing our work.
No, it's not going to change our work.
It's fucking hilarious. Your work is changing, though.
My work is changing?
My work is, I've had 3 great weeks. Maybe it's because I'm exercising. You want to talk about exercise and tell how good it is to exercise?
I've had the roughest week of work.
I feel me and my future self are living it up. We're still hanging in there. I finally got the scale to move back towards the good side.
Yeah.
Well, for the past, it's whatever. It's only a few pounds, but whatever. It's all good.
It doesn't matter. Any pound is a.
It takes a while. I know how the whole process works. It's a mind frame thing.
Any pound is a thing.
I've even listened to people talk about like hot shower, cold shower, like hot and cold things, and you know what I mean, like being luxury to go into ice baths and all that shit.
Yeah.
And all that. So it's crazy, but it works. I used to stay in the cold shower at the end of the shower for as long as I can.
Yeah, I do that now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been doing it for the past couple months.
See, it takes a while. You know what I mean? Like, have you ever done it before?
No, I used to think that it's only hot showers or nothing.
Yeah, but I love hot fucking showers.
I start now for the past couple months. It's crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, hashtag cold shower.
I've never said anything.
That's great.
So I've been having hot showers, and then I've been ending my showers with cold showers all the time, and it's great. I like it.
Do you try to go longer, Mr. Time Your Legos? So never mind. I used to go try to go longer.
No. I slowly move the thing to colder and colder and colder. And then I get to cold and I just stay there until
longer is better.
I feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, well then you do that for longer.
Yeah,
because eventually you get slow enough.
Yeah,
that's great. I've been thinking. So I used to do it for months. At my better self. Yeah, at my very best self.
See how much in common we are, Jay?
I've never met. How did I not?
You've never mentioned that to me, and I've never mentioned it to you. How did I never see
this before? How did I not know we should talk about shit like this? So that's how I could feel. I don't worry about my work. Yeah. Maybe that's how come my work isn't as bad as yours. Maybe if you exercise and just have your stupid cold showers,
maybe
think about your problems.
Maybe if I quit,
are you curled up like a baby? Fucking no, I've been beaten.
I'm in the corner just.
I used to just beat truck. So what's going on, man? You know what? I'm not sugar free.
You're not?
I'm not. How are you?
Well, I wasn't sugar free, but now I am sugar free.
That's hilarious. Nobody really knows if they just heard, but I don't think we have.
I mean, if you're just jumping in for the first time, you don't understand what's going on.
That's hilarious too.
But yeah, so Sugar has quit at work. He is officially gone as of yesterday.
What did you do to him?
Recording. I didn't do shit to this guy.
What did you do to him? What happened? You don't have to put him in blast.
We won't put him in blast.
There's a guy at work. It's called Sugar. We're not even saying who his name is.
The thing is, I can't remember the last conversation where we ended it off about him, but we do know
probably the last one.
He was problematic.
Yes. You were in charge of the night shift, so let's not listen to everybody. But yeah.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
What happened?
So basically, he tried to been going on day shift, which we've discussed on this show before, and his request officially got denied this week. So he was not able to go on day shift to accommodate his personal life issues that he's been dealing with. Whether true or false, he's not been able to accommodate
that is kind of
those.
bullshit.
Yeah.
They would never do that to me.
I agree.
Or you.
I agree. And so he has caused problems, and I think one of his biggest issues was that he caused problems with other people that is outside of his shift, like Tariq. Now, we've talked about Tariq many times. Tariq and
Yeah,
Aaron
we
are the
have talked
two
about it, yeah.
biggest people he's been having issues with.
I've said some bad things about him.
Aaron or Tariq?
Tariq, not so much
Okay.
Aaron, but yeah, he gets these in there.
Um,
He's just as slimy.
He is slimy, and that is the problem with having a problem with a guy who is slimy but does have a status in our company.
Yeah, just like
Right?
Tariq.
I'm talking
Tariq
about
should deserve
Tariq. I'm talking
is
about Tariq.
Oh, I thought, sorry. I thought you were talking about Aaron.
No, Aaron's nobody.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
He's
Tariq,
just
I
a
agree.
body.
I agree.
I
We're on the
mean,
same side.
I know
was
we
being
don't.
nicer.
I know we don't. I know
I was being nicer.
You were. I know we don't get along with Tariq. I get along with Tariq. I know we don't agree with how he goes about things, but if it was an Aaron
You know
or
how I
Tariq,
agree.
if it was an Aaron or Tariq's
Tariq.
thing, they were gonna pick
Oh,
Tariq
no.
every
Aaron's
day.
just a bottom guy on the totem pole.
For sure.
Tariq.
So-
Anyway, go ahead. That's
So
hilarious.
Jordan had this issue with Tariq, right? And did you hear this? Did we talk about this?
I think ever since he
The
watched
whole
him.
Danny thing is what I'm talking about.
Yes, when he saw Danny hurt himself.
He said that he saw Tariq saw Danny hurt himself and didn't do anything about it.
Yes.
Which, even as slimy as Tariq is, I think that's bullshit. Tariq would never do something like that,
All right.
right? Tariq probably wouldn't. Let me correct that. I said never. Tariq probably wouldn't do something like
Yeah,
that. That's what
I'd
I
give it
wanted
like
to say.
80%.
Yes, that's exactly what I was
83
thinking.
maybe. Maybe 81.
Right? So
A minus.
Tariq was furious about this. So this is barring all the issues that Jordan has had in the past, right?
Yes.
With everything,
Legit.
right? Tariq went straight to Ryan about this
And yes.
and
fucking
said,
no-
this guy's doing this guy's causing problems.
Oh.
Tariq's hilarious because he says, I don't really like to come to you with all the issues and stuff, but
To
I don't
you.
like to complain. No, to Ryan.
Oh, okay. Go.
I don't
Sorry.
like to complain. And he's like, but this guy's doing this with my name. And I think that was one of the, because that was the first actual official complaint to go straight to Ryan. All
Okay.
my issues, I never once complained directly to Ryan about Jordan.
Who did you complain to?
I didn't really complain. I just vented to like
Me.
Nicole, to you,
No, that's fine.
like to that was basically. I didn't even vent to Tariq about this guy like
Yeah,
that.
okay.
Like how I tell you guys.
Okay.
So I was keeping it away from that part of the ladder, right? Because
So then Tariq goes right to Ryan.
Tariq took it straight to Ryan, and that was part of the issue. That was one of the complaints because Ryan did not like that he was apparently doing this.
That Jordan was doing that.
That Jordan was doing it.
Okay.
And it was I think that was one of the biggest negatives against him.
Well, then Nicole must have just unloaded.
I think she from the beginning she told so Dave told me like when this guy
That's
started
hilarious.
that this guy
Nobody's
stay
building
away
any
from
trust.
this guy because he's gonna be problems. And Nicole told me that this guy, I think all his problems from his last place is surrounded him. So Nicole was out for this. She was written this guy off
Yeah.
from a long time ago, even before me. You know me, I'm a nice guy.
Yeah, and way before you. You
Yeah.
still think he is.
So, so he put in his 2 weeks notice to skip ahead, and this is what I wanted to tell you. Okay, do you have anything to say to any of that? Because I have to tell you something.
So how long? The only thing, I guess like the only thing I remember is like it started. His beef with Tariq was like he watched him fuck up the wheel
Yes.
pad, like an easiest, a part of the doing of the truck.
Yeah,
And he was like, "Hey man, why did you just like tell me now and not tell me when I had to tear it apart?" And he was like, blah blah, blah laughing because he
and
did
he
it on
told him,
purpose.
Fuck off.
He did it on purpose and all that. So right away they're not going to heat up.
Absolutely.
Was there more shit in between? They never had to take each other's jobs over.
There were other shit in between.
He could have just left him alone. Like they didn't have to interact at all.
They never interacted personally, but there was other shit in between where Tariq was pointing out mistakes that he made. On top of that, I think there was more of
wonder what
yeah.
wonder what Jordan's book wrote about Tariq.
I know, right?
You
It's
have no
funny
idea.
because Booby told me that maybe Jordan.
Remember
Jordan,
that, people? That's fucking
Well,
way back.
That's the thing. Booby told me when
That just deserves
last
anything.
night after Jordan left that he's like, hey, why don't you message him? Because I told Booby, I had an email from Jordan last night. So I told Booby that about the email, and Booby's like, email him back and ask him if you can get that list about Booby and all the times he went away from the thing.
That's
Booby, shut
hilarious.
up."
That's fucking hilarious. Oh, beautiful, Booby.
So
he doesn't give a fuck. He knows.
no, I asked Booby if he's gonna miss him, and unintentionally Booby looked at his nails and he's like, no. He was looking at his nails. I'm like, why are you looking at your nails? Like, you really don't care if you unintentionally are looking at your fingernails.
Yeah, that is.
That
I
is
don't have
weird,
no idea
right?
what that means.
It's
What
like
do you think
it's
that
like
means?
my nails are more important than this conversation.
yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I'm fucking. Why would I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I got better
anyways.
things. How are my stupid fingers?
Like, my cuticles are a little bit rough.
I don't know. How do you feel? That's all drama.
It is drama.
That's not even all these meetings you have to do.
Oh man,
You're a fucking just. I don't
been
know
a
what's
rough
wrong
week.
with you, man.
It's been a rough week. But so I'm going to tell you how I feel. So Jordan gave us 2 weeks and I asked him several times. He sent it to me. I said, do you want me to print it or do you want me to give it to Ryan? Do you want to give it? Do you want me to print it for you and you give it to Ryan or Nicole or anything like that? He said no.
That was at the end of this week, right? On Thursday.
This was on
and
Thursday.
this was so. Before that, though, he was disgruntled. He wasn't going postal. Like, you never know.
Nothing was going right.
But
so
he was not
for
having a
him.
good time. He was
Yeah.
fighting with people. He wasn't part of the Aaron turnover.
Oh, that was bad.
Another thing, you know what I mean? Like, Booby got to do his own thing. Didn't really have to get that involved. I don't know, right? But he was. You have to hear like all the nonsense that he wanted to tell you, I guess, right? Like, it was making your job harder. So it wasn't like he was. That's why Nicole had to hold in something if she ended up blowing up to Ryan, if held it in.
Yeah.
If that was the first he ever heard of it. So there was a long history before he ends up
Absolutely.
getting. He wasn't like Brett Favre or Aaron Rodgers or something threatening to fucking like retire. You know what I mean? But kind of. He's like, oh, these guys. He was corrupting your buddy Gordon.
Yeah. Yeah.
It wasn't nice to work with him. Always.
Until recently.
You don't hate him. No, I remember he was a part of your like all for one team, but
Yes, that was the thing. So, okay, I have a whole thing. I talked to Selena about this in the car today, and she
you don't have to say anything.
everybody else has not agreed with me yet. I've talked to you, right? I talked to Dave Downs and I've talked to Selena, and all you guys have the same stance. And so I'm starting to feel like maybe I am in the wrong how I feel about this situation, but I just don't know if I just don't know. So let me tell you quickly. He gave his resignation. I forwarded it to the people who needed to be informed. And it came down that they were just going to let him go that day. They were just going to say, go ahead, we'll give you your money, your 2 weeks, X, whatever it is, and we're going to let you go that day. So I was doing my walk around thing with our great old buddy Shane. Yeah, superstar. And
At my old place.
Yeah, my old place. Ryan caught me halfway and said, when you're done with this, can you bring sugar to, he didn't say sugar. Can you bring sugar to my office? We're going to probably just walk him out today. I said, okay, whatever. So I was like, okay, this is halfway in. So half an hour later, so this is probably about an hour and a half after I had already given his resignation.
He came to you first, started his shift.
He came to me first. He said, I'm
said,
going to
can you
email
print
you
this
the
for
thing.
or email this for me?
Yep.
And they were like, so he must have been talking to his buddy at his toolbox, waiting for you to tell him if they got it.
He actually went.
How did he know they got it?
Because I asked him several times, you want me to do this? And I went into the office and I was about to do it. And they were talking in the office and I came back out. I said, no, does this guy want to do it himself or does he want me to do it for him? I just wanted to make sure everything was 100%. So I went back to him again.
Involved.
I walked back out. I said, are you sure you want me to do this? He's like, yes. I said, you don't want to do this? He's like, no, I don't even want to talk to them. So I said, okay.
Wow.
You want me to do this? He's like, yes, please. And that's all I needed. At that point, this was probably like 8th, 9th time I've asked him. So he's probably getting annoyed at that point. But I was just making sure.
That's hilarious.
Right? So I did that. So that was like an hour and a half later about an hour before Ryan came to me. So half an hour after that, Ryan said whatever. And I went to his office and I said, I'm going to bring him in right now. And he was talking to Sunil at the time. And he said, yeah, bring him in. So I said, okay. So I went back out and I walked up to Jordan. And this is something I didn't really realize till the end of my shift. So we usually wear earphones. We're listening to music or whatever we're listening to. I didn't get to listen to anything last night, by the way.
Oh.
And I had
watch TV.
intentions
Don't listen to anything. What
I
do you
know.
do? Where
it's
are
a
you?
disaster.
God, they have holding you up for something.
So I walked up to him and I said, we got to go talk to Ryan. And I don't know if he heard me, because usually we have this joke that we always are going to give ourselves a concussion because we tap our earbuds to stop the music and shit. So he was like he saw me coming, but he was like trying to do it, but I guess he didn't do it all the way. And then when he stopped it, his response was, I want a raise. And I was thinking, like, did he hear what I said? Like, I said, no, we got to go talk to Ryan right now. And then he looked at me, he's like, oh, okay. So maybe I'm overanalyzing this, but
Maybe.
did he do this resignation to force their hand and say, no, if you want me to stay, I want a raise? Because that was before you actually heard what I said, your response was, I want a raise. How does that work? I didn't even say anything that says, what should you do to stay? Do they want to keep you? No. I said, we got to go talk to Ryan. His response was, I want a raise.
It's immature. It's an immature move, even if that's the most positive out of the guy. Like, he was a decent worker.
Yeah.
And you didn't hate, like, he wasn't like the worst person, like whatever, but that could be a play.
Yeah.
It's like
it's not an uncommon play.
It's he didn't exhibit anything that proved that he had a stable backup plan.
Yeah.
Like that, it could have been.
Yeah.
So I don't understand all that. Like,
Neither
he was,
do I.
I mean, like, whatever, man. He wore shorts in the winter. I didn't understand this dude. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. He wasn't a positive. So you're right. He'd even take being this as a positive. It's hard to get he can get a job. I don't know, whatever. He wasn't a bad worker.
Yeah.
It's not how positive that was. He had to come from fucking Burlington or whatever, like Hamilton.
So far.
Some fight with his buddy.
Oh, God.
The worst thing was he was corrupting the other guy.
Yeah.
Like, for sure, the best out of that is the other guy realized, who was still a good worker, and says fucking, that's bullshit, and believes everything the guy said.
Yeah. That's the problem, right?
Right? And he does, but that's fine. Like, he's correct. It goes, but that's nothing. You talk about them jumping up in like status. Like, it does suck.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like, but that doesn't reflect on you. You were talking about the other shit you talked about before.
And that's part of my issue.
No.
I feel like I could have,
stupid.
I talk to you a lot, so I can't remember everything I say to you, Jay, but I don't know if I said
I
this.
remember everything.
I feel like, should I have done more to try and help his situation? Should I have asked Ryan and discussed with him, yeah, you know what, let him go on days. Sure, let him, he really having family joy. Or you know what, just, he's not that bad, let him work his the 2 weeks doesn't matter. But I feel, should I have stuck up for him a little more? He was on my shift. He interacted with everybody for half an hour, and then the rest he was with me. Yeah, I had my issues with him, as we've well documented on this show.
Yeah, but you didn't have to stick up for him like that. I get what you're saying. You right. He wasn't totally wrong, and so that's personal. It's bullshit that he couldn't just go on days. Like, I got to do what I need to do. You know what I mean? They talk about this different dynamic.
Yeah,
like, but there's earned.
I agree.
It's almost like summed up with fucking. You said he wanted to go on vacation and it was denied. He was working nights on a Thursday and said, I'm not going to come in the next week on Monday.
Yeah.
And like, you just don't understand. Like, not everybody's a bus driver, but you're not going to be able to drive the bus on Monday when you show up. Then the bus, people can be lining up in their spots.
Yeah.
Or whatever, right? Like, it's fucking not going to happen. So you have to show up. Or at least you can't just show it. Like, I don't know, right? Like, it won't just change.
No.
Right? If you needed a day off, like, whatever, it's an emergency. Like, you have legit.
But
he burned a lot of bridges.
He did.
Nobody cared as much as you. Nobody knew him as much as you either. It sucks, but yeah, you could have stuck up for him. But is it a net positive? If you like, it's not your company. They're replaceable. Do you want to give him, if they're going to go all in? Like, that's a stupid move if you don't have all the good cards.
Yeah,
some good cards.
That's true. He's not a poker player, I guess.
Or no, he's like, what if you think he's called your bluff? You said is it like a power move?
Whoa.
He should just ask for a raise beforehand, or
honestly,
if you want me to stay on nights, then I can't do my family business.
Well, that was one of his comments. I guess I guess they weren't
quit on it. I
guess they weren't hurting that bad.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. So just go. I'd rather get cut loose. I'm not saying he's the worst thing in the world.
Yeah,
you could stick up for him, but it's like whatever. It's not worth it for you to. It's you have more problems at work. It's just how long your day ends up being, have to deal with these problems.
That's true.
It doesn't matter if the truck stays in that corner. If fucking nobody else works on it, if your buddy Aaron
That's
fucking works
Ali's
on it.
problem, not my
It's not
problem.
Ali's. There you go. Right?
That's Ali's
You think the
problem.
other team, like
Yeah.
it's just one less person you really have to deal with. You should tell them
But
now to
that's
put
one less-
fucking Zach
one less
on
body.
fucking Kyle.
Oh man,
You should put
Kyle.
Kyle.
That's a whole.
Don't you
nother
want to stand up for
story.
somebody?
I've been trying.
So okay, not sorry. I'm not getting angry.
No, come on.
Why don't
Jay.
you stand up for him?
I've been trying to
I'm not saying
stand
shut up.
for
Don't
him.
stand up for him. If you want to stand up for somebody, stand up for him and put him on nights again.
I have been, but
Well,
it's
now
a
this guy's gone.
It's a oh,
This
you
guy
mean,
just left.
are you talking about Sugar?
Sugar's gone,
Yeah,
and so you can say to Kyle,
yeah.
or the boss, say like this guy wants to go back on nights and replace Sugar,
And
and they wouldn't know about it. You haven't seen them since Thursday when he quit.
my supervisor, he said, I was,
Since Thursday,
yeah, on Thursday.
and he said no.
This
so.
is after. He was like, you know,
Who?
Kyle wants to go. Yeah, Kyle wants to go on afternoon shift, and I was like, I thought he was gonna say he's gonna let him go at this point. And then I'm like, yeah, but
That's
yeah, you know,
stupid, though.
Booby can take. I said, Booby can take him, hold his hand, do whatever USB, and he's like, no way.
Again.
The reason I like him on days because he listens to me, and I'm just like, I don't think I don't know. I don't think he's ever gonna go.
Can you ever tell him to ask Nicole himself? He's been there for months.
I've told
How long has that
him.
dude been there for?
The thing is, he had a meeting with Ryan, and that's a no go. Ryan is gonna agree more times than not. Ryan's gonna agree with his leads and
That's so
supervisors.
stupid. Anyway, well, so it's not your problem, man. Okay, you want to stand up for somebody, you did.
Yeah, I
Like,
guess.
you can't be better at
Not
things all the
Sugar?
time. I'm not good at fucking Lego. You want to talk about? I'm decent enough at Lego. I told you it's hard enough things going to go on a fucking hard pivot and go back to backtracking. That's what nice to be at the store. Is we tried the we weren't good as a team. We fought through some things. Best thing was the music being high, sometimes too hard.
Yeah,
And we got the Alibaba fucking Legos.
yeah. Wally.
Yeah, well, that's right. It's
I
pretty cool.
want
It's
this.
smaller
I
than I
want
thought.
this.
I don't know. It's like everything. You can't buy a fucking football jersey from the Chinese fucking website because it always comes way smaller for a fat dude like me.
Yep.
Can't get a triple XL.
Triple XL.
No,
is like
it's
a
a fucking small. Man. It's like a fucking Australian small.
9 to 12 months.
$75. What the fuck? Hey, there's two M's in fucking Morris. Oh man, so yeah, the Lego we've been doing it's getting good. We built the foosball table, it was all fun, and transporting them is a fucking bitch.
Of course.
Remember we brought him over here?
Yeah.
I think still Yoda's got
In
a
the
little
box
thin stay
and
sticking
shit.
out of his fucking back that wasn't there before.
Is Mickey still standing off the side of the castle?
Yeah, God, he's fucking hilarious. So we finished whatever the foosball table. We opened up this. It was like so much cheaper. And instead of having the instructions with the bags, the bags had like numbers that meant nothing. You have to open up all the bags to get all the pieces. Like the first pieces start. So it's like, man, I was making fun of the Americans for like we were like 12 plus and they're 16.
Yeah.
So I think the Chinese fucking 18 plus or Chinese our 18 plus is like Chinese like 11, 12 plus. So they end up having to just put
9
all
to
the pieces
12
together.
months, 9 to 12 months.
We were watching the YouTube thing where they build the cities and like these people are just like blindfolded building fucking Legos together, eh?
Yeah, yeah.
So that was fucking crazy fun, man. Oh, I don't even know why I brought that up. That was fucking funny. So I'm sorry your work shit's got. You don't have to worry about that, man. All the shit. You can fucking concentrate on other stupid stuff like that. Kids soccer, fucking Legos. You know,
Kids
fucking you
soccer.
got to get your flowers ready for that.
Well, for
You tried,
for
so
the
don't worry,
work
man. It
shit,
sucks,
I just
buddy.
feel a little bad that, that's all. I just feel a little bad about it.
It's like an era too. You fucking like concentrate on like the greater things. You fucking like, you know what I mean? Like it's like, but you like just like you couldn't try any harder though. You can't like.
I mean,
Well,
I know
you can try all the time, but it's a filled thing. Don't have to worry about it. Move on. It'll probably be better for you if you lose the other guy for it too. But that's just people. People
Then
are
it's just
fucked.
me and Booby and Ron. It's horrible.
No, I don't know. It's not your fault. Yeah, they might make it quit the fucking late shift, but they can't afford that.
I guess not.
It's their fault.
It
It's
is
their
bothering.
fault.
It is bothering
That's why
me.
they pay them the big bucks.
But I did tell Selena on our way home today that, at the end of the day, I'm just going to take a lesson from it, and that's what I'll take out of it. I'll just get a certain positive. I feel like, right? I said to her that I feel like if I would have taken a different approach of gaining his trust earlier, I think it would have ended differently. So I really do take some blame on it. I think if I would have shown him that, trust me, forget about Marcel, forget about the day shifts, right? Because that's where his trust was leaning at first. Just trust me, then I think things would have been a little different. That's what I was saying. So I think I'm going to be aware of that. And next time I get a new person that I don't know how to deal with, I think one of the first things I'm going to do is just gain that person's trust instead of, crack the whip.
Use it for the use it for the grander things that you have with these like meetings that you've had, never mind safety stuff.
Yeah.
Where the safety stuff becomes a waste of time of your meetings. If you're going to use your powers and if it condones all these like lean things or these things that can make people do things. The way to make your buddy Booby be in charge of something and lay all these pieces out on the floor.
Yeah.
And not be an assembly line, but that's as close as you're going to get in a weird way, right? Or
for sure.
in a certain type of way.
For sure.
And so sure, go ahead, try. Right? What, are you all going to fucking up and quit like your buddy Jordan? Like, no, you can't make a union. Like being in a union shop's not as great. Like the idea sounds great. You know what I mean? Like it should be equal partner. It's going to be what it is.
Yeah.
So they're growing. So there certainly becomes a resentment. So your buddy Jordan, it's a hard job to do. It's not easy. So it's fun. So you should just respect, I guess, it if you felt undenied. But that's what I mean. You got to deny that. Or you should just use your power. Like just let him be and use your powers now to go in this other way. And so, like, you were like, fucking, like, oh, don't be a person who shits on these ideas that we're gonna, like, I mean, like, I wasn't in the meetings, but you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever you had to do is like, I would shit on it in a way that says I've seen it. It's not like I wouldn't be a part of it, but if you don't want to be a part of it, then just don't, like, just quit, like your buddy did.
Mm-hmm.
And so just move on. Mm-hmm. You'll forget about him in a while, for sure. Yeah, that's the whole big point of it.
For sure.
The other part's all good. It's all part of the growth. You should use your partner. Just try to do that to the simplest form of trying to get people to wear safety glasses. Like try to get fucking things to, like, not make people work faster, like just like more efficient. However, those meetings were that you had.
Oh God.
Right? Like it's so silly.
Fucking
it's too organizational.
Yeah.
Like, a deeper topic to talk about, like fucking for stupid is like getting high and watching TV, which you don't do anymore. But you finally finished watching fucking like Last of Us.
Yeah.
And like one of the weird things for me after watching all those zombie films or films, that's how old I am, is like the game, you know how to play it. So by the time that it ends, you're the type of person who knows how it ends. The final scene is going through the hospital. It's no spoiler alert. We fucking seen it. Everybody talked about it for way too long.
For sure.
It took you so long to fucking watch it.
Absolutely.
I'm watching Succession now this weekend. You don't even watch Succession.
No.
Never mind Big Brother. It's so good, man. Right away. And so yeah, that's such organizational skills. Mm-hmm. That's when you don't laugh at preppers. These people have been organizing.
Yeah.
Right? They make a non-role player own that town in like episode 3. Right? The guy with the mustache fucking, like, he turned on the gas again. Yeah. And the guy was like a gay guy. He ended up fucking rescuing the guy in the pit, and they ended up dying like 20 years later. All that shit, right? And so, like that's a big rebuild. What are you trying to do? You know what I mean? Like, you take the power of your silly god there, and then like organize people, and it only works for so long until you start eating people. And they're calling Jesus the best, and Jesus wants you to eat people, and a pedophile, and, you know what I mean? Like they butcher. I don't think that's in the game. I don't know, right? But so it was so hard. So way back into that, like that's so hard to do. Build society. That's how you want to talk about that shit. Like, don't do it at work. Build your Legos. Watch Big Brother.
I
go
agree
to soccer.
I agree with what you're saying, but
organize your kids' soccer. Can you imagine trying to organize your kids' soccer? You insane fuck.
Right? The same way, but that's my thing. Like when I said that I wish I would have built trust with them first, I think that's like the first thing to building anything. You want to rebuild a society, that the society in Last of Us, that was all based on trust. What that person did with that trust, well, I mean, we all know how that guy eating people with the God thing, that how he did with that trust, but all those people trusted him. I think that would be the basis of starting anything. And I think that's actually going to be probably the basis of how I attempt on going by doing this job. Right? I think trust is like probably the easiest and I don't know about easiest, but it's probably the best motivator to get people to do things.
Motivator. Look at Monday Motivator. Don't be taking quotes out of this.
Right?
I told you. Are you already branding? Already branding it?
Speaking of Monday Motivation, I just decided myself just to add Chris to it.
That's hilarious. Good.
He never brought it up to me.
He might be the start of everything else that's going. You know what I mean?
He never
be the
beginning
to start everything else.
I said, "Fuck this." I'm just gonna add him into
That's
this
great for
email
you, see?
right here.
Your trust, because you made me trust, and let's just fucking put me and Chris on your highfalutin pedestal, like, because yeah, he's a good person who earns trust.
Absolutely.
I have your trust.
Do you?
Well,
You
why
trust
would
me
I
with your
come here?
life?
Why would you ask? What's up with that? I don't know. What if I saw it? What was that? I thought it was. How many tequila shots have I had? Where's my phone? I gotta text
we'll
my
talk
wife.
about this after.
How
Don't worry.
dare
We'll
you.
talk about this after.
I thought I had your
After our
trust.
next shots. After.
Fucking 1 minute and 20 seconds ago, I thought I had your trust, but
Oh no.
wow, of course.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I? Like fucking, I know you got your kids. I wanted to ask you about your kids' soccer tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like I'm here. It's fun. I bought fucking $1,800 worth of Lego today to fucking satisfy me and my wife's appetite. It's hilarious, right? Like it's hard to build society like that.
Yeah.
I don't even care about your silly, you know what I mean? Like fucking way to build society. No, I mean, like I wouldn't list, like, you know what I mean? Like it's like, I know the guy butchers the word of God and all that shit, right? Like, so whatever, it's hard.
Yeah.
Never mind the people that are like take over Fedra. Like the whole show, we've hardly ever talked about the whole show because you're always so fucking behind,
Yeah.
right? So it's hard for me to remember. So it's like really, no comparison to the game. It was really cool how it ended when he took her. It wasn't odd that he took the chick who we finally figured out was from Game of Thrones, like across Boston,
Yeah.
right? And all the things, but the people like shooting themselves in the head,
Yeah.
right? Like it was pretty cool like that,
It was.
right? Like, and so it was really cool, but no comparison to the game again. But then they had the whole moral dilemma when he shot the doctor, when he was trying to fucking, like, how deep did
Yeah.
that get into the game? Did they
I
just
know.
say, like, oh, doctor bad or what?
Well,
What did you think of that whole shit?
Well,
Should she die to save humanity, or would it even work? All that?
the thing is, they never no, they did confirm that it would work, right?
No, not what I read. I read a lot.
Confirm it when
No.
she
All they can do, just like rabies or something, or like way over my head, some diseases they have to cut your brain open to find out if you.
Yeah, no, but they didn't explain it that way on the show.
I think they did.
I think what's that girl's name? The leader of the Fireflies,
Like
Marissa or something like that.
Yeah.
She said it's. She said in the garage, like, it can save people. It's a cure.
I'm pretty sure that it might.
It might.
The only way we can find out is taking the mutated like mushroom in her head, like whatever, like the name of the mushroom is, and her brain, the way it connects.
I thought it was a foregone.
It was like
conclusion.
rabies, something that I think they can only. Well, that's.
I
okay,
thought
well,
they
that-
proved it, but that changed. That
how would they?
change
Because she's
my
the only one they
stance.
know.
Yeah.
He lied to her afterwards after he decided to kill the whole hospital.
Oh yeah, I know that.
So the whole point of him deciding to kill her instead of saving society was that it was might. It was not a shoot because they have no other way because they could test all the blood. Remember, she tried the blood on the person.
Yeah.
They can
And
take her
that
blood
didn't
all they
work.
want.
Yeah.
They don't have to take her brain apart, right? Like the whole reason they have to kill her and pretend they're lying to her, and he ended up lying to her. And not to like again spoil. Like the whole thing is he's like waking up at. Never mind waking up from a fucking staph infection to it, or you know what I mean, like a thing in the middle of the show. He was like, "Wait a sec, this is just a mite," because she was in one of a kind. And he lied, like, so he's like, wait a second, you can only, and just like rabies again, like, not I know, there's some diseases you can only cut the head to know what is affected to the brain.
Yeah.
It wasn't the blood, it was the brain.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like a zombie that's brain affected. So let's see what the mushroom in the brain affect. And I was like, okay, this might work. Maybe it's 90%, not 80%. You work at a living, like fucking, maybe it's 12%. Right? Like how long does things get going, right?
Yeah.
So he was like, woke up like, wait a second, this my daughter isn't going to fucking die for a fucking like an 80% type of thing. So he blasted the whole fucking hospital, blasted Marissa,
Yeah.
wakes up fucking like the kid in the middle of the woods. She's like, what happened? And she's like, you know what? Raiders came in
Yeah.
and I killed them all.
Yeah.
I got you out of there. Oh, what happened to the cure? Turns out there's a lot like you.
Yeah.
And they tested everything and it didn't work out. Really? Where's Marissa? She didn't make it. Really? And that was the whole way it ended. And then apparently there's a game 2. So that's the whole moral dilemma. You have to know, or I guess I assume, but I thought it was like she would have maybe died for it. So
No, they said she would have died.
yeah, no, she would. No, sorry, it would have maybe been 100% for something.
Yeah.
But that's all. But it was cool. That's the whole end of it. Now he has to. I don't know how they rebuild from where they were. He just mutilated a whole built society all by himself. You're in a game.
Hospital, yeah.
You're in a game. What, the doctor that figured this out for years?
Yeah.
Marissa, who made it through that whole fucking jungle to get to there.
Yeah.
They weren't running the hospital because of fucking slaves fucking running on a fucking hamster wheel. Like they had the whole fucking power system. He didn't kill all that.
But
He just like in a game you did. How many people did you kill
Yeah.
on your way out of that game?
I know, right?
So I liked it a lot. That way before the society. I don't know how you do that. Like that's a whole other big topic. Like,
It is. But that's what I was wondering. Like
So what do you think of the whole show like altogether?
the show itself.
Yeah. So not even thinking that dilemma. So what
I
do you
thought
think
the
of him
show was
just
great.
what do you think of him just deciding to do it, even if it's 100% that she would have been a go cure? So you must think
Well-
he's a fool.
It's hard to say. I don't know. I
Really?
don't know. Humanity and society over one person, the greater good for the few. That you know that saying that they
Well, he's
always
doing it
say?
for might. I think it's like almost non-starter. You do it for whole humanity.
If you might cure cancer, what do you do?
no,
right?
I don't think it is a might.
If you might cure cancer, if they say it's a 80, they were pretty convinced. They were pretty convinced it was going to
Anyway,
work. They
yeah.
would have found the cure. You're convinced that it would have been the might. They might find a cure. Might not. I don't think it was a 50-50 thing, right?
Yeah, I don't know if it's that. Well, yeah, that's what I thought part of the whole more moral dilemma. Oh, yeah. How's it recording over there? Hey,
don't
episode
know.
75, 78, 79.
Yeah,
What's going on over
yeah.
here?
I think that
Like, that's okay. So that's even more, I think it's more amoral to slay the whole hospital for
they would have
100%.
came after him.
For 100%.
Oh, for 100%.
100% saving humanity is amoral.
Yeah,
They've put 20 years.
yeah, for sure.
So that's why I don't think they've had it. That's why I don't think it's one final acorn. It's not hard to find an acorn. It's taken them 20 years to get to the
But
point.
that's the closest acorn they had. and
She
you just
freaks
took
out
that
everybody
away.
who's seen a bite that's not really infected.
Yeah,
And they've tried the blood.
yeah,
So they've tried it.
yeah.
So they've never tried the brain.
I see what you're saying.
How do they know the brain is going to 100% do it?
I guess they don't.
Just like your stupid meetings at work, they're like, maybe if we get them to build it like this will happen.
The
Maybe
only
if they take the
difference-
paint shop out,
the only difference that's a
we
proven
can build like Lego.
concept.
We can make our own city.
The only difference that's a proven concept. Much
Work.
bigger companies than
Work.
ours.
You're right.
Have
That's why it
already
works.
done
It works.
worked.
1,000%, 100%.
So I mean,
Yeah, but so now they've basically made society 20 odd years later, and it's like it's a might. That's why I'm not trying to mock you. I don't know. Fuck, I'm not like 100%. But so that's why they've tried blood for every. Nobody's met a girl that's been bit that lives. They'll just
Yeah.
get bit and kill them.
So you think they just wanted to study her? Or you
Yes.
think they didn't? You don't think they knew that it was the cure for sure?
Marissa was the only other person that knew the fucking Game of Thrones girl mom was bit before she gave birth, or however she's immune.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's like, what about her brain? All these zombies get brain fucking issues. And fucking, so maybe, and that's so the cordyceps goes into their brain. And that's how it affects all the insects.
Yeah.
Like, it's cool, the videos, fucking, let's go into another fucking YouTube. Sorry, baby, I'm going to be late. And so they fucking, and you know what I mean? They sprout, like they're living, right? Like all mushrooms. They're not just for getting high.
yeah.
So,
Are you
so,
sure?
so they're trying the brain. They've never met somebody to try the brain. And the only way, you can't just take a scoop out. That's why I think it's like rabies was, or some disease, or is. You know what I'm saying? Have you never heard of a disease that you can only
No,
find?
it's not that. I'm just struggling with the fact that if they
They've
knew it
tried
was
other
the
brains?
cure, or if they thought they were
How do they know that?
investigating the cure.
How would they know if they've
I
never
don't know.
tried?
I don't know. I'm just trying to figure that part. That's the part I'm trying to figure out.
I
whether
thought
if
it was a given.
I thought
That makes
thought
it
that
whole
they
way more
knew it
immoral.
was- I thought they knew it was gonna work.
How do they know that?
I don't know. That's a good question. That's why I'm struggling with it, because originally it was
How are
like,
you gonna- when you
yeah,
give us an answer.
they knew, but now if they didn't know, that's the thing. That's what would change. If the scenario was, hey, we know this is gonna work, but we have to kill her, changes my answer based on, well, it might work. We just need to use her to study
Yeah. So, how long? When are you going to give me an answer?
of what I would do.
What would you think they'd think? What would you think it is? What do you think what do you think they know?
I think they were pretty confident it was gonna work. And at
So
that point,
after giving you that dilemma, you
yeah,
still think it's 100% they know?
if they said, it depends on the words they chose. If they said to me, this is gonna save humanity, we have to do it.
I don't think he thought that. Okay, anyways, that's just the way. It's just weird to me.
That's how he took it, right? That's how does he take it? And it was all relied on one person and how they interpreted something and how they felt about something. That's kind of fucked up. The entire society, save that was the cure, and he didn't, and he did what he did. That's fucked up. You basically doomed society at this point.
I maybe am thinking that I'm so forgiving of the character that I think he's just in what he does. He's a good enough leader trying to get this girl across.
Okay, how mad would you have been if this was our world and you were just one of the regular people living in like one of these built societies, eating people or some shit, and you found out that this guy had the cure for all of this turmoil that we live in, but he decided not to because he liked the person that much.
Yeah, that's selfish in humanity's eye.
Yeah.
That's why if it's 100%, it's a non-issue to do.
You have to do it.
Yeah, just to stay in your cell and not go blow up the hospital. Just go, God damn, I miss her. And let's go see the statue. That's why I think to make the character,
yeah,
that makes you a monster. I mean, I'm not even in my eyes or something, right?
Yeah,
if that's what you want to say, that's why. If you're telling, that's maybe what you're telling me now. But I don't think it's. I do think that's what the implies. That's why you like the character. First, you like the character because he loves her like a daughter and he's saving her.
Yeah. And
then but if it's better to make him a nicer guy if he does it, if it's a might. So but I'm pretty sure. Like I can't argue. I'm not going to watch it again. Maybe it says it in the dialogue.
I don't know.
But that's the thing. That's why if you know for sure. But why wouldn't they have done it before? How would they not know? You know what I mean? Like if they know for sure, then there'd be a cure.
Well, they wanted to get her to that specific hospital.
I do think it's a might. I think it's just. But anyway, if you don't like your kid that much, if you want your kid for 80%, you get to go watch your kid play soccer.
Yeah, I do.
You know what I mean? You're not doing it because he's at 108, like 80%, but it might get 80% of his energy out of for the day.
Yeah, that's true. But
he's got a good coach.
It'll take 80% of my money for that day.
Shut up. Soccer's got to be the cheapest ever. This Kai's still doing tennis?
Kai's tennis is over in a couple of weeks. He starts soccer in the summer. They're signed up both for soccer in the summer already.
And what is this, like a spring soccer that Sire's doing?
And Sire's signed up for soccer in the spring right now. Starts
tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah.
9:20.
Saturday. So Sire's is in. Kai's going to have to wait a bit till he starts soccer.
That's so funny. And
well, surprisingly, so I have this.
Do you like soccer that much?
Have you ever played soccer? I've played soccer in school and stuff. My cousin played soccer for a while, like rep. He played like probably half of his life, let's say. And I
think it's going to be hilarious watching him go around.
Well, we have this mini net in the basement, and we have a soccer ball in the basement and whatnot. And Sire's surprisingly good. He can actually kick the ball towards the net. He can kick the ball in the net. Like he actually is surprisingly good for his age, right?
I think funneling his energy would be great.
Kai, on the other hand,
is not good at soccer.
He is not good.
Have you tried before? It's not good. Oh no.
Kai just kicks the ball randomly. He doesn't aim the ball. And at that age, I feel like you should be able to be like, okay, I'm putting the ball here, or I'm trying to put the ball here.
No pressure from his little brother,
right? So I think Sire's probably gonna be pretty good at soccer. Like if you see him, you'd be like, what the hell? Like, you know what I mean? Like
I do. I do want to say 9:20 is like, if there's no way I'm up, but we had like I said, this the whole luxury of doing this Friday thing is working out great.
So that means you'll be there tomorrow. Great. Okay.
No,
good. I'll let them know.
How far away is it from my house? No, do not let them know.
8 minutes.
I let friends down a few weeks ago on that.
8 minutes
from my house.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, it's just down on the other end of Louis Saint Laurent by the metro area.
That's
so maybe 10 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
Way at night.
So it's in town.
Is it practice?
It's they do a lot of skills at first.
How do you know it's the first whatever?
Yeah, no, they outline that shit when you sign up. They tell you what it's about.
At least it's not like ice cold in an arena.
So it's indoor.
Yeah.
No, how about you just come to one of their outdoor games? How about that?
No, I'm not promising nothing.
Yes, you are. I will let them know.
Everybody can tell our voices apart.
The Jay said he's going to
Every time
the
we'll tweet it.
outdoor
If I go,
game.
you'll have to tweet a picture of somebody watching your little kids play soccer. I love the idea of it. Tammy won't hate the idea.
Exactly.
She'll hate the idea of getting up. She won't hate the, there's not going to be later games.
Well, I think Cyrus
Later-
in the
when's
summer
later?
is going to be at like 10.
I'm just saying it's part of this whole Friday fucking deal.
No, fuck the
Like
Friday,
I did, like in one of my
Saturdays.
most paranoid ways, was like probably smoking too much weed. That's what Tammy said to me once. I told you,
Yeah.
and it's just like she's probably not wrong. That if they ever told me that I have to work Fridays, and that would suck for my whole personal life. You know what I mean? Like, would I pull a Jordan?
Yeah.
Like, no,
No,
fuck
you
it.
would never.
So you know what? I have enough money. I have a lot of money. I don't need to.
Yeah.
They would probably go, oh fuck. All right, you could probably stay working Thursdays. That's fine, right? Like I'm not calling anybody's bluff. You know, what I mean? Nobody's out there, right? But you know what I mean? Like I could get my ass burned, I guess, if I wanted to pull a Jordan, right? But I'd just probably work Fridays.
Yeah.
I don't know how long in your systems it would take. Like, wait a sec, this guy, we should get more when he worked 4 days than if we do 5.
They'd be like, let's just
Wait a second,
see
that
if we
math
can
isn't
convince
that
this guy to go
we got
back.
50 hours instead of 44, and we got less than a truck and a half built.
What's going on?
So anyway,
here?
I don't even know why I like fucking brought that part up. Why did I work again?
I don't know, Jay.
Oh.
Because it was ruining your life Fridays.
Oh, yeah. So Saturday going to the soccer game. Sorry. So that it could work. Like it's easy to do.
Okay, it was
It's
good
easy, it was
to know.
easy to go do my good deed.
I will let
It
these
was easy.
kids know.
No, you
it's
can't.
easy to-
No. Sorry, I can't. That's why I got distracted. I wanted distracted. How's your exercise going again? What's going on?
What?
Distraction?
What? Huh?
I would love to. 8 minutes, and so yeah, they're not going to have later games, and way later.
Not later
Like
than
it's not like
10.
summer holidays. It's easier to do. I can't do it. I gotta
I'll
go get a
keep that in
coffee
mind.
anyway.
I'll keep
I
that.
gotta
in
go
mind.
get something. I gotta go get groceries.
bring
anyway. How
coffee
long? So
there.
they just play for the problem with the other family that I let down, who we did tell their stupid little kids. Sorry, no.
Oh, did you?
No, we told David that we would get there, and the snow. We tried to go through Guelph. Remember, I told you
Yeah.
or online. I said, "Fucking." We tried to go through town with one road. Tammy's like bitching me out that I fucking like. Why do you even go this way?
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I always go this way. She goes, yeah, but it's windy. It's fucking snowing.
It's beautiful.
It's just like when my friend lives down there. He's got a nice house off the fucking forest. And it was like, yeah, but fucking trucks are coming. And I'm like, it's the fastest way there. And so it was the first time ever we got into a traffic jam for this a train crossing that was eventually like 10 cars deep.
Yeah.
And we had no idea people got out of their cars. And so, short story long, we were like, well, we're going to miss this whole kids' hockey game. We're going to go get fucking pancakes and waffles
Mhm.
and a really nice fucking place in Guelph, see our friends. And it didn't work. So, no, you can't tell the kids. That's why we told the kids. So we tried again. His
There'll
hockey,
be no
his
snowstorms
hockey's
in the
over.
summer.
And it's fun as it is. It's still, we have to go way farther. It's way further than 8 minutes.
Yeah.
It'll take me longer to walk, or it'll take less time to walk, do the whole thing, and go back home than it will for fucking anything.
Okay.
I have a little flask
Good to
that
know.
I just donated from my dad's storage. That was
To
like, is this for
yourself?
alcohol? It was like a Camelback thing, like a fucking a soft flask or whatever.
Oh yeah, you donated that?
Yeah, I
You
wasn't
didn't
gonna
keep it?
I fucking hoard too many things. How dare you?
Okay.
There was lots of things to want to keep, but no, man, just get rid of it. It's not even mine,
Hmm.
type of thing. But,
I'm sure he wouldn't care.
What do you mean? Oh, so
If you
I would try to
kept
do
it.
it. That's gonna be fun. See, that's fucking shit's way more fun to look at. If he gets good, he'd be like a soccer dad.
It depends on who you're
know what I mean?
talking about.
Kai might get better because he gets as good as Sire.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun for the first time. So is it? Yeah, sorry. And one of their things is they practice for an hour and they play for an hour.
Yeah. this
Indoors
is-
in hockey.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be nice and warm indoors for soccer, and
This is
Outdoor
practice
video.
for like 80% of the time. For Sire's practice like 80 and
still be fun.
then a game after, and then Kai is like 50-50.
You know how many kids are on a team?
I don't know, but Kai's getting his jersey delivered. Sire's picking up his jersey tomorrow.
When's it practiced? Oh, before 9:30 picking is delivered.
Kai
you
doesn't
mean?
start till summer.
No. I mean, Sire's getting his tomorrow.
Yeah, I think when we go there, we'll see. We bought him soccer socks.
Oh
and
yeah,
shin
at the
pads.
practice. Nice.
Like, so he's excited.
sure.
He really is excited.
Good things.
And so he wanted when we picked him up from the bus stop today. He's like, "Can we go practice soccer in the basement?" And Kai's like, "Yeah, we have to practice for his soccer tomorrow."
I saw his fucking celebration practice.
Oh yes, you
That's
did.
serious. Eh? How
Yeah.
did he figure that shit out? He's like Ronaldo.
Watching Ronaldo. They're like
Yeah, he's
obsessed with
stylish.
Ronaldo. It's weird.
He's focused too. That's what I mean. That direct the energy. You know what I mean? Like direct your energy. Never. I don't want to keep going back and forth. Whatever your work, direct your energy. Don't direct it at your Jordans. It's nice. It's personal. Your touch. Your trust works. You'll get Chris's trust when you put him in your motivation.
Will I?
He's not. He's an artist too. He's going to understand. He's not going to call you any like gay names.
Yeah.
He's going to. You know what I mean? Like he's going to say, it's, you know what I mean? Like not bad. I don't know.
Say
Whatever.
Not
So just
bad?
be you.
That's horrible.
No, he's going to appreciate. I don't know what he's going to say. He's not going to say bad things about it.
No, for sure.
That's what I mean.
No.
How dare you? Don't fucking yell at me for what I say. I don't think you have to worry, but like trust is like not even like, you know what I mean? Like that easy or whatever. If you figure it out, then do it. So yeah, you can trust a guy like Jordan too, but just trust the process of all the other greater things you're trying to do with them. You know, like use your positive energy and use that for for the trust of the meetings that you have.
Mm-hmm.
No desires to move up. If you don't want to do it anymore for reasons for other things, then don't do it. You know, but if you're having, you weren't as frustrated until like, well, that was Thursday, so you had a lot to let out.
We'll see how
I
this
don't know.
week
So I don't
goes.
hope you take that shit on.
Yeah,
That's funny. I just thought of that now. Right? Like you were doing better until all that kind of shit.
yeah.
It was still kind of more the same thing. Although he just kept calling more bluffs for the whole week, and I guess I didn't think he would do something like that. Put in a resume.
I mean, that was brave, but
So you don't have to. You don't have to worry about other people's shit, man.
it's kind of my job description.
What do you mean? Oh yeah.
You gotta worry about
you don't
other
have to keep
people's
worrying
shit.
about it. I guess.
Okay. Yes.
Not every. No,
yes.
you have to keep. You have to not put everybody's stuff forever.
Yeah.
You have to worry about soccer games.
Oh yeah, soccer
tennis.
games and tennis matches and therapy.
I'm not buying into Legos.
Yeah. Right.
I don't know. You don't even watch a challenge, probably.
No, we didn't watch that's the All-Star one you're talking
Yeah.
about. The Worlds?
Yeah.
Which one is it? Worlds.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, it's the world's. So you haven't watched any. It's like it's still cheesy, like you would think, but it's still a little bit. It's better. They swear, so you get to hear all those swear words,
Mm-hmm.
and they're dealing with people all kinds. So these are way bigger personalities, right? That like the other people, the non-legends, they call like Johnny the Legends and all that. And so they're saying they don't want to disrupt the game. They just want to play it safe. People's names have been called, and they do that. And they're calling them chicken shit for playing a certain way.
Really?
Yeah, so you can't stop it. You've been listening on TV and it's edited a certain way, and so you just like these other people. You like a Jordan, but we like Danny from Survivor. He's like a ex-football player and shit, and he's playing hard. He's good. He's won shit. He's won Survivor. He's won fucking the challenge on the CBS, and so. But you're watching your other favorites. And it's like you don't really know. You can't come in here and like rub feathers. People's names been called, but they also it's like you're playing a chicken shit game. Like just try it.
Yeah.
Right. So you came. Never mind frustrated out of people's personalities. You came frustrated out of ideas of like legacy people at work. Right, that's funny because that's what he called it on fucking the thing. Is like like the legacy thing, and so that's way better idea for your ideas. You know what I'm saying though?
Mm-hmm.
People respect that. You know what I mean? You're not gonna get a pat on the back for not. You're just getting a pat for just not being disruptive. Right, and just whatever. You're getting trust and listening to other people and wanting to help out the whole company.
Mm-hmm.
So you get angry if you give people trust you don't give, right?
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? Like if you're soccer, if you become a super soccer dad, Sire's really good at putting the soccer ball in the net. People love his fucking dance. He takes his shirt off, his fucking dance and all. And so fucking you hate your coach. You know what I mean? Like what are you going to do? Are you going to quitting teams or become a coach? I can do this better.
You're going to take your talents to South Beach?
Soccer dad. Yeah. Well, no. When you find it better, yeah, I get you that. Right? Remember the whole F1 thing? You have to the whole fucking change countries.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's fun. So yeah, you got to let go of certain things and just do what you can. Right? Like the whole, I think we tried to compare the whole fucking building society thing to fucking work thing, but it's not that deep. I think I've overblown the thought that like shit like that's way harder to do.
Yeah.
Right? Like it gets harder. A lot of it's inconsequential. Right? Like took inconsequential parts of the game, never mind the deep moral thoughts of, killing up a hospital and all that, but just like taking over Fedra and all like, I don't know, right? Like people were holding people prisoner and just like the whole journey of the whole game, right? Like they just turned it into, it's not just people. And so, but it's a whole deeper problem. The way they tried to do it over 7 levels of a game or 9 levels of a TV show is just like, it's hard to work. Even if you might have a good idea, and you turn it into cannibalism or whatever. Right? Like how far, you know what I mean? Like sometimes the wrong people go. Some people, wrong people go. Here. Some people, you become a fucking good rapper who's wearing fucking a hood on his head, and you got like some ideas. It's like, fuck. And now you got, like we talked about before, like he's got like 1 billion followers that are following it all the time.
Yeah.
Right? Like we start
like us.
You start me following a fucking rabbit hole. Not me and that. I'm not. I hear you. Like I'm just annoyed when South Park gets to make fun of it or something. But you can get a rabbit hole for the Lego. Next thing you know, man. Right? You get excited when you pass by the Lego store, and you took her to fucking the mall, and you're just watching.
So wait, you guys went to Shareway to intentionally go to the Lego store?
Yes. We're building. So yeah, this is again fucking. I was trying to keep all Lego. We could hold Lego talks. I've heard some of our podcasts before, and it was just like, oh man, way too much Lego talk, and there's so much. We decided to get the Alibaba one. And it was so hard. To be honest, the pieces went together. It was exactly what I thought. Mm-hmm. They're built in the same factory. They just don't put Lego on. They're made out of the same material. Maybe if I build another Lego without it, it'll do something. Mm-hmm. But they never fell apart.
Okay. So they're not like Mega Blocks.
No, it's exactly like it. Like I would whatever. I'd recommend it. You know what I mean? Like well, whatever.
You would?
For 40, no, I would
we
not.
Can't recommend it because we want our Lego sponsorship.
No, I can't.
We will never.
I can't recommend it in a way that it wasn't like I said that it was built in the same factory. Once I started growing weed and I started like scouting where I can buy LED lights, it was like, well, wait a sec. Not that it was all the same dress. It was almost all the same province in fucking China.
So the everything pieces was coming are the same. The experience.
I've ever heard it's fucking yes. Like all the glass of the phone is made from the same place in China or wherever.
A lot of
maybe
it,
for a while, maybe not now, but whatever. Right? Like I'm an old like my news. I haven't listened. I get scared on Twitter after 3.5 minutes. So it's so fucking sorry. And so fucking yeah. And they just give it to the other companies. Right? They all agreed. And then that's why a company in Ohio can't compete. Excuse me. So somebody wants to change their glass and go from this screen to that screen or this thick whatever. Blah blah blah. They can say, well, how long will that take? What will it do? The employees. And you go to China, and I'm way out of my league. And they always go, oh, this is what you want? And like in 16 hours, they'll have their factory of people and machines, glass and cutting, and just like, bam. That's why some of it sucked. Or, you know what I mean? It's easy to make. It's like, oh, it's from China, whatever, right? And then, but somebody from Germany doing it before, it's like, well, it was taking us like another 3 weeks. Or, you know, I don't know, right? That's why it's hard to compete. I didn't even know why I fucking brought that part up.
Everyone's hard to compete with China.
Yeah, so I don't. Again, I'm blanking on today.
Blanking?
Yeah. Why did I even bring up the China and the fucking how to build them?
Talking about Lego.
Oh yeah, so the whole thing is built like in the same factory, just like the LED lights and the glass and all that shit. Thanks, buddy. Oh, good thing you're here. Yeah. Oh, we're so related. You're paying attention. I'm listening to you. I'm listening. And but the box, the instructions were like no. The Lego box says, okay, bag 1, blah, blah, blah. I built the fucking foosball table that works. Mm-hmm. So you just, okay, put the player's head. Oh, boom, boom, boom. Me and my wife are high as kites. Oh, yeah, listening to fucking music, going fucking, okay. And then we get a few bags in, we can't do it anymore. Mm-hmm. This is bag 2, bag 3, bag 4. And we put the guy together again. We put this side of the table. This was all the pieces all at once. And I can't. It's so hard.
How many pieces was this?
Oh, this is like man, I'd have to double check. At least 800.
Oh god.
900.
Oh man.
We open up. We look at the bag. Okay. Oh, this is obviously finishing pieces. It's like the plant while he's holding, and it's all. So step 2. We're like, what's this piece? Is it fucking brown? Is it fucking clear? You know, whatever. And we're looking, is it this? No, look at it, it's there. And it's like, oh my God.
It ruins it, right?
Yeah. It was so hard. That's why I said you're a smarter kid. Like, again, it's like new math. It wasn't worth it, especially for the bigger ones, right? Like, so yeah, I'm brand loyal.
Yeah.
Like for doing it. And that's, again, we won't bring it up again. That's why we bought all the ones that we did today.
Yeah.
I'm not going back. That's why it's a positive to our fucking spoiled
You guys
brand.
are going to be buying Lego for a while now.
But that's a fucking IKEA run company that I talk about. Like nobody hates IKEA. Like everybody hates it because it's bad quality. Mm-hmm. Like Lego's undeniable. Like go ahead and try it. But you know we have patents. We have the bot. You can't make the same book as us.
We have the brand.
We have the name brand. We have the licenses. We have all the shit.
Like now they're starting to be a collector's item. So it's like, oh, you know how like fake Jordans, real Jordans type thing.
So that's so something that I probably, if I told you Legos 2 years ago, like I hate the sneaker talk. Not hate. Like,
Yeah.
I don't ever understand it.
Really?
Yeah, like I get how good they look and all that. Like I really don't. I don't like. It's just whatever.
It's
I
with
look at
anything.
Jordans. I think it's so inflated. Like it's such a Bitcoin.
I mean, it's a
It's
lot
a
more
Bitcoin.
proven than Bitcoin.
I know there's a movie about it and how iconic it is. And
I mean, Jordans have been a brand for like 25 years.
Oh, I know.
It's like a whole thing, right?
it's amazing how it's like like I said, it's a Bitcoin, that a thing that never existed. Right? It's like, here's an undeniable thing.
Yeah.
And it's only because like they made more. Right? Like it's great how like obviously like it's so
Yeah.
impossible to be
I
what
could
it
get
is.
into the sneaker talk.
Well, why? Sure, go ahead. I've just never got it.
You never got it?
Ever. You
So
know me. My
it
shoes
really-
are probably terrible to you.
Realistic.
right now. Shit.
Well,
Am I holding them?
there's a difference. There's levels. People who collect shoes is completely different
I'm
from
barely
people
collecting
who
Legos. How do you collect
buy shoes
shoes?
and wear it. Well, for the Jordan thing, for example, and this is something that Nike has really what's the word? It's basically they basically started this type of thing with the Jordan stuff. So if you don't know about Jordan shoes, they're only released in a timed fashion, right? Like Jordan shoes, there's the X amount of Jordans, like 29, 30, whatever it is. They go back and they release, like, say the Jordan 3, and then like a couple years they'll release another color of the Jordan 4. Those shoes never come back. This is why it's like a collector thing. So you'll have like this the North Carolina Jordan 7s, right? That will only release one time, 1 year for X amount of time, and then that's it. So this is why they become expensive, and this is why they become collectors thing, because they just never come back. And that was the whole thing that was started to happen when Jordan really, his brand really started to push. So now you have like collectible regular Nikes, right? Like
No, I
stuff
know,
like
but you know how
that.
people like pay like for fucking baseball cards.
Baseball
And people don't give a
cards.
fuck. Do you give a fuck about baseball cards?
No, but I get it.
I get it too. I get joy.
I mean,
know
I
why
got it
is.
more. I got it more back then. Now, I mean, I don't know.
No, I get it too. But you get it as a concept. You know what I mean? Like, and how
Yeah.
it's inflated. You know what I mean? Like, it's just it's only as worth as people think it's worth. There's
Yeah,
lots
more
of
or less.
there's lots of sneakers that were never. You know what I mean? I get the whole game.
Yeah.
No, I don't. But I don't go into like cards either. Like I don't do cards. Like
Yeah.
and so I've never thought of. I think of sneakers in the same way. So like, I understand why. So I'll see.
But
the
there
Jordan-
also is a quality difference.
No, and there's a user. No, there's a status symbol to a thing. There's
For
the only
sure.
thing, and it's a homage to the fucking. There's a Jordan thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's a deniable. You could be. I'm again. I'm way over my head. Never mind chat
That's
GPT
all
and building
good.
societies and God fucking eating cannibal fucking people
Yeah.
fucking whatever. The debate of who's greater. Like nobody's made that kind of turnover. He's about to
Yeah.
sell to Charlotte, like his team or whatever.
Yeah.
Parts like it's that's a
God
fuck. That's
damn.
like $4 billion.
I know.
Like why sell it? Like it's worth so he got it for like whatever 110 million.
Yeah,
And it's worth the most money. It's a fucking basketball team, media company, like whatever.
crazy.
And so
no?
you know what I mean? Like so that's just a part of that. The whole branding, and they're making a movie of the who. So, but all of the LeBron debate is who's greatest ever. I don't think LeBron's shoes are as
Not even close.
Kanye's, not Kanye, like Kobe's.
Kanye's will be closer to Jordan than Kobe's and
That's
LeBron's
fucking
and
hilarious.
anybody. Like that's
Yeah.
the crazy part
Really,
of it.
that's funny. Really, eh? And he's like, what number is he on? Or
Who?
does he still do it, Kanye? How many
Kanye?
shoes? Yeah.
Oh, man.
Jordan 29. You
They're
said.
they're in a little hiccup right now, right?
She's gonna, we'll come back to you. Well, never mind. Zeller's
get
coming back.
to
We'll
you,
fucking
yeah.
have. So that's a great debate of who's the greatest ever. Okay, yeah, you can score in this era, that era, and you know you've been around, but like, how good are your shoes?
Yeah, exactly.
Right, that makes it more. So it's like, I get it though. No, like I understand. I've seen people in the fake storage wars where they can like come across fucking the real Jordan
come
ones.
across- that was air quotes, by the way.
Come across, the Jordans on the corner shelf, like and all that shit.
Yeah.
Like I'm in the storage now. I ain't finding shit.
Well,
So
Selena
go
had
ahead.
she was telling me about a claim she had where this person was claiming for his shoes, and it was like thousands of
What?
dollars. Yeah, he had it in a storage
Oh,
locker, and some
what?
shit happened, and it was like thousands
No.
of dollars. Like, can you imagine? Like, Selena has a friend, right? We used to hang out. She used to work with her. They used to hang out a lot. if you saw their shoe collection, you'd be like, "What? They have like they have like a room that they converted to a shoe thing." And I have a cousin,
A Lego room, that just shoe room.
basically, and I have a cousin who's collected shoes basically since I've known him. He's collected shoes since like, I don't know, like 20 years ago, right? So he always gets like, so when you see these people with this many shoes, you're just like, damn, you know how much Lego I could buy with that?
Did they never sell shoes?
They sell sometimes, like they trade to get other shoes, but like not really.
Not to be so fucking naive. I've seen big people like sell shoes. You know what I mean? Like use it as a fucking thing where they're back and forth.
Yeah,
Like they'll buy when they come out. They'll buy more than one, and they'll keep their
for
collectors.
sure.
And you
For
know,
sure, people do
save
that.
it like people buying Legos. Now I'm trying to buy a castle that's twice as much as it was when it's on the market. So no, man, no denial. But I'm just saying, again, not knowing what like a Bitcoin way. It's like I don't give a fuck about what a Bitcoin is. I can't afford it. I can't get into the shoe game.
Yeah,
Right? It is niche. The world, like we get into a building society type of way, like the fucking Last of Us. It's like, oh man, I'm wearing those sneakers and I'm running them. I want to use them to fucking throw at your head to get out of the way. You know what I mean? Like nobody cares how much they're worth.
For sure.
Nobody like just nobody really cares about a Bitcoin or how much they try to. Or more than obviously way more than that. But
I mean, I think Bitcoin's a different story. I think you mean more NFTs. Remember those?
yeah, well, no, yeah, that's hilarious too. That's I know better from fucking South Park. They dumb it down. Never mind the podcast I tried to show you about AI.
Yeah.
Right? Like, and how not, like, I don't think you listened to it, but I'm not telling you should have. That, like just made it that once you start the ball rolling about the fucking, the fucking roll calls, right? It's just storing that information. It just gets better, right? It just understands, right?
Yeah.
Like, and you just stop caring, right? Like, nobody cared about bank machines. Not that it's nefarious, but you know what I mean? And even this is just data collection stuff.
Yeah.
And just like Google, like, okay, just type it into Google. And now it's just, just say it into Lambda. And I just ChatGPT's the app, or the whole way that's now in the zeitgeist, like the way people talk about it. Yeah, like it's just going to fucking like change how it, you know what I mean? Like makes it work. And you know what I mean? Like goes like, I don't know, it not controls you, but, oh no, South Park with the whole NFTs. Just like that's a different thing. You find it in a way of like, I don't give a fuck about the NFTs at all. They come and go.
Mm-hmm.
The fucking ChatGPT is like not like that. It's something that's more not nefarious, but it's like undeniable.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's just like never mind who controls it or just whatever. Just like we used to use Google, or just like it's just like now it becomes like a whole search engine thing.
Yeah, well, that's
like controlling what you know what I mean? And not getting better, like it, but it's just like, you know what I mean? Like it's getting fast, just like you can write a story. Just like, yeah, it can take art. It can take a roll call fucking thing.
Yeah.
Just like it can't build a truck, but you know what I mean? Like whatever. Like ChatGPT, I have a company. Oh, we stop recording right now. ChatGPT, I have a fucking 50-year-old company or whatever that builds trucks. That is trying to be from 25 million to, or whatever, 15 million to 30 million. How do I do that? I own this much space, make this much money, blah, and I do this and I have this much money. Okay, boom. Just like you can write a story. Hey, sire. Like it becomes the editor of how it uses that machine.
Yeah.
Like a leader like you, if you listen to a fucking stoner like me, you can take that idea, take it to one of these meetings, and just pretend you're the one, just sort of like fucking Stan texting his girlfriend,
Right.
or putting in fake homework. Right? They're not smart enough to be like the back, so you can just take that information and say, "Oh, that's a good story," and then you go, "Hey, that's a pretty story." You know what? Tweak it up in your mind and say, "Hey, ChatGPT, take this story about it, like just go long, and it'll just fucking prompt you, just like it'll make a Van Gogh or a Beyonce song."
Yeah.
All right, so that's is it. How do I know? Never mind like genome and fucking CRISPR.
Mm-hmm.
Right, like the manipulation. Never mind who controls it. Like it's so fucking long. It's a weirder. It's way more not a conspiracy theory like aliens. You can see it happening. By the time it gets to South Park, it either becomes a joke like NFTs and not even like, you know what I mean? Like it's only worth who it is. Bitcoin has worth because it's got like whatever mind value on a data fucking base.
That's a different story, right?
Yeah, your silly God loves that idea. All right, like it's not, you know what I mean? But whatever. All right, it's not like physically based. But this is all physically based when it's used like that. So you think shit like that's crazy too. That's a buzz thought. That's you just get high instead of putting all your silly work thoughts.
It is.
You know what I mean? You love that society shit.
Well,
how it changes in technology.
But that's the thing is like
you can't ignore it like an NFT.
Yeah, And I think it will change society, but I think I've mentioned, or we've had in conversation before, that it will never be what our imagination makes it out to be.
Not nefariously.
Even nefariously, or even
That's a great point.
It will never be, because our imagination always goes far beyond our technological limits, right? We've had robots walking for probably 10 years. And 10 years ago, people were saying this is going to take over the world. And even to this day, we haven't seen a robot walking on the street.
I just hear it in a way that, yeah, you're right. And I'm not trying to doomsday it like I believe they're talking about people in like a nuclear war, when they were building a bomb. They kind of knew what they were doing, but they didn't really know like all that nitrogen was really going to do.
Yeah.
They knew the power of it, all that and all this. So they know the power of this, but the way it's fast working, they didn't really know how. Like I said, it's like AI building AI, like the whole computer from a, so it's like, it's not thought process. It's like this whole call center, automatic work.
Yeah.
Checkout lines or just fucking check, you know what I mean? Like it just figures it out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, do you want Popeyes now? It's 7:00. You know what I mean? Like, it's all, it's so not the nefarious things, it's like the creepiness. Like people get over themselves. Like I think you were trying to say in a way, it's like, it's just technology and
but it's always
help you.
It's always the beginning part.
To help you. Yeah. But it could be not like a nuclear bomb, but who gets control of this power in a stately way. Right, like never mind TikTok. I have zero. Again, talk about not what I should be talking about.
TikTok,
how that controls society.
You have a TikTok account?
No, I've never. I only see it on Twitter if I ever go there, or YouTube. Usually, I usually have to turn my fucking phone sideways or back up and down. I thought we all agreed it used to be sideways.
I thought it was this way.
Not the fuck. That's how old I am. So I don't even. It's just I listen to that debate from the sideline too. So well, it's all Chinese technology. Your data is out unless you're like a doomsday prepper and you really stop or you're good, you're for data. I don't know how you really stop all your data from being collected. And so, so I don't know how bad TikTok is from other things, you know what I mean? Like the Chinese government, but I don't, what was I trying to say? Fucking, I get back into that. I can't remember what I was talking about.
We were talking about nefarious. How?
Oh yeah. So I don't think it's that the whole AI, it has to be that nefarious.
Yeah.
You can make it like that.
For sure.
And that's a whole, like a business thing, but it's just different. Like again, how, it's like in the whole bomb thing. You don't know how fast it can grow. You know how fast a simple app could just like all of a sudden have all this power, and you got to shut it down like you're a government, like for whatever real reason. But they're shutting it down like it's a crisis. Yeah,
I agree, but I don't think it's ever as big as our imagination just makes it. We always think that that it gets uncontrollable. I haven't seen anything in my lifetime that has gotten quote unquote uncontrollable.
You don't compare AI to a nuclear bomb in any kind of way.
Even nuclear bombs never became uncontrollable, right? Like how many times have we heard
a controlling kind of way?
Yeah, exactly.
The people who had them got to say what happened.
Like how many times have we heard
I hear you.
The nuke, this is nefarious, but the nukes will end the world and stuff. We haven't got to that point yet, right? Even as something as like as simple as self-checkouts. Everyone was like, "Oh my God, self-checkouts! No, self-checkouts! They're gonna take everybody's jobs." Well, everybody was like, "There's gonna be nobody's gonna be at the checkouts. There's gonna be no more jobs, and you're gonna have to be doing the work yourself." Well, part of that was true. We have to do the work ourselves, but they never fired cashiers. They just moved them to the aisles. They just moved them to the back. They just moved them to the factories. Right?
Well, just like in the old school way, they just changed it at Longo's now to like self checkouts.
Yeah,
and Tammy was there when they didn't like it. They were like, "Oh, these stupid machines." So they're in a bad way. I'm not saying it's that bad for them ever. So they get to move on or do whatever. You know, I'm not saying in a bad way.
People are going to do it
in a company wide thing. It's going to get done. I'm not saying it's like AI is going to be like nefarious, like that type of thing. It's been a power way, but
I'm just saying humanity always overblow things.
No, I get it. No, I know you like.
No, man. When we started having the internet, my mom on the internet was like, "Oh my gosh, this and that," and the internet became what it is today. And it's like, well, I mean, it was never anything that she said it was going to be 20 years ago.
I agree with you. I don't want to be scared of it, and I'm not.
Yeah,
I like the argument. I'm more interested in like watching South Park talk about it, and it makes you real. Like I get it. It's undeniable. Whatever it is just going to be. Just like your whole land, but you're just like a technology guy. You just know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
People are figuring out. It's one of these things that the more people figure it out, the more like the internet, the thing it becomes.
Mhm.
So even when the states that run the what be would never could let the internet be as incontrollable as it is. You've heard that,
Yeah.
right? The free
Yeah.
market of the internet,
Yeah, for sure.
right? If the power is so, if they're like, okay, wait a sec, there's this newer like AI, like, and the kids are going to do it. They're going to be on South Park texting their girlfriends, and then the girlfriends are going to realize their texts as they wait. They're going to get technology that gets it back, and the whole app thing, and that's a whole new world. But it still goes back and forth, and not that there's like a fucking guy twirling his mustache, getting that machine. It's going to turn us all into their zombies and do task rabbits. I told you, like, it's a funny thing. I was like, in a doomsday way, like an AI concept was trying to make a nefarious concept.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Like an AI was doing a concept,
Yeah.
and couldn't do CAPTCHA. Like, you know, the thing you do with your bridges,
Yeah.
right? And so what it did is it paid a task rabbit when it went in an app and said, yeah, I'm an old person that can't see very well. I need to do CAPTCHA. Can you tell me what these pictures are? And again, this is a story, but so it came back to the AI. Well, why can't you do it yourself? Says, well, I can't. And it says like, well, okay, well, here's $20. Okay.
Right,
And so so it got into the fucking fertilizer company and bought, a bomb for a truck, whatever. Right.
Yeah.
And so that's what people are saying. Right. And then and then it becomes weird. It's one of those things. Have you ever heard, like, even if you, if you're like a stupid podcaster who talks too much, eventually they'll have lots of footage of you and they can make you say whatever you want, like a deep fake, right? And they just come whatever they want, right? And so you shouldn't answer your phone. If you say, or even text back yes on a fucking, like, I don't know if you get like fucking fake spam calls or whatever, spam text, right?
They never come through.
No, but you don't. But if you say yes, just for some reason on a question they ask you for a robocall, they have your voice saying yes.
Yeah.
And they can do something with that.
Yeah.
Right. And so that's nefarious enough.
For sure.
It's not used as a way, but this other shit, like, wait till this just becomes as easy as doing that. And so who gets to do that? That's where it becomes all crazy.
Yeah.
That's where it becomes atom bomb shit or like all that. That's why the internet shut, like, who's going to, if they could control the internet fucking 100 years ago, whenever they came up with it, would they have done it? They would have, for sure.
Probably, if they thought it was going to be what it
Right?
is today.
Yeah. And so, that's where people get scared. That's where it's fun.
Yeah.
That's why I wish you, all your stupid shows. So I don't know what you got to do this weekend.
Yeah.
I have zero idea. I can go on and on about me doing. I'm just getting high. I got to go out on Saturday. Hey, can you
Where are you going on Saturday?
It's my father-in-law's
soccer game.
Oh, that's why we won't be able to go to soccer. That's why we won't be able to go to soccer, my friend.
Okay, all right.
I kind of want to go so bad.
That's okay. That's
I can fucking go. Don't tell them.
I forgive you.
Don't fucking tell them.
I shouldn't?
How fucking dare you? Now you better put the title right now on your stupid machine.
Don't fucking tell them.
Don't fucking tell them. I would really like to. We have to go for her dad's, Tammy's dad's birthday is like, I don't think it's tomorrow, but we're going out tomorrow.
Mm.
Dinner? To Baton Rouge.
Ooh.
Have you ever been there?
No, not in a while.
I haven't been there for a while either. It's
Yeah.
kind of a little not far, but
In Mississauga?
yeah, like the
Heartland?
QEW.
Yeah.
And
That one.
what
Yeah. There's one at Heartland, but
was there? No, I thought so too. Tammy said no.
they moved. They must have taken it down then.
Oh,
'Cause
so
there
you made
100%
reservations.
was one there.
What the fuck? I
Yeah.
almost think you're right because I thought that too.
Yeah.
So it's all good. It's a birthday thing. The weather might be shit.
Tomorrow?
Finally, yeah. There's gonna be
Raining?
stupid freezing rain and all that
I
stuff.
thought it was
Oh
Sunday.
yeah, soccer is gonna fucking get canceled.
Nah, not in the morning.
Oh
We'll be
man,
all-
that sucks. But anyway, other than that, we're gonna go out for dinner. That's nice.
That's
Ribs.
good.
It's like nice to get like nice ribs.
That's where you're
there.
going to get ribs?
I could be getting ribs. I could be getting ribs.
Mm.
So yeah, I got it going good. So we got soccer.
You know what? I'm going to have Memphis. Thanks, Jay.
You're so fucking. What are you high on your edibles? Last time we talked about fucking food when we were up here, you probably recorded it and didn't get recorded because it wasn't part of the podcast. I mentioned we had to go to the fucking worst parking lot in town to get fucking her birthday dad. No, it wasn't then. Same guy, Firehouse Subs. And
Yeah.
you fucking spazzed out and fucking went and fucking started texting your wife to get. What did you do now?
I did the same thing.
Texted her from Memphis?
Yeah.
How long is it going to take? I got to go. This is like, we're
I
going to
don't
spoil
know.
the people. I don't have to make the people wait for fucking 2 hours for your stupid Memphis to get here.
Oh my
wife be
God.
mad at me for talking to you for too long, making them listen to you go on and on and on.
Yeah.
We probably butchered the building society talk, but I don't know. It's hard, right?
It is hard.
So don't put yourself in, like, again, we tie up your whole sugar era.
Sugar. I forgot about him.
Remember your buddy Sugar?
Remember
you
you
got
said
Sugar
it?
for your Memphis fucking
I
sauce?
forgot about him. I don't know. Yeah.
How long is it going to take for
No.
Memphis to get here, my friend?
Who
God
knows?
damn, that's a good news.
Hopefully quicker.
Can I text her, tell her I'm going to be a little late?
You're gonna what's the Memphis too? What do you want?
No,
What do
she
you want?
hates
dude?
it. Fucking hates it. Hates it almost as much as Baton Rouge. Baton Rouge she likes better.
Yeah.
What the fuck was I going to say?
But yeah, I don't got anything going on this weekend. You got that? You got nothing Sunday?
Yeah, no, I'm going to take it easy, get high as a kite,
Yeah.
build some Lego,
Okay.
take it easy. Yeah,
Mhm.
your Sugar era. That's what we got.
Sugar
to do.
era is
Everybody-
done.
Yeah, so please, man, worry
We'll
about
see.
another shit, man. Look at
We'll
you.
see.
Look how fast you ordered your
Learning
food.
experience.
Look how much control you have. You're a control freak. You and your fucking
If
control
I had
freak
G-
area.
if I had chat,
My wife is such a better control freak than you.
If I had
You
chat
two would hate each
GPT
other. You said we have so much in common, me and you.
I'm not control freaking.
Yeah,
I'm
me and
just saying.
Selena would get
do
on
you
way
want-
better than you and my wife. You would
no
fucking
way,
kill each
because
other.
you know what? She's
Freak.
I'm not
You are.
controlling. I just say Memphis, and she says I was thinking the same thing.
Fuck.
So it's not. It's not. It's, we're
Has you
on the
ordered yet?
same page.
Has you ordered yet? I want to stay.
Let's see here.
Fuck. Okay, people. I want to thank you for listening. Can we go now?
Well, thank you for listening to the Work Related Podcast.
I want to thank to everybody on Twitter for Related by Work.
Yep.
Yeah, good times, my friend.
Yeah. Join us next week.